So Action International is a Christian organization that sends out a multinational to work with the both unreached people and Christianity is still low or still growing. Action Cambodia is not much different than Action International. We have the same and similar vision. Know God, take action. And how do we do that? We do that through evangelism, through leadership development, discipleship, and we work alongside the local churches or plants in places where does not have one. So for me, my main focus with Action Cambodia is translation and writing. So our team develops biblical resources for the local churches here in Cambodia.
In 2018, we realized that there was a huge gap or a lack of Christian resources online. Even in the West, it's really common that we have lots of websites we can go to find out answers to questions about the Bible. But in Cambodia, that didn't exist. So we launched a social media initiative called Blopit. Blopit means the true way. So we launched on YouTube, Facebook, a blog online that helps Cambodians grow and mature in their faith and knowledge. A lot of our resources come from places like Desiring God, Got Questions, Ligonier, Tim Challies, a lot of great resources that we take for granted over in the West. Some of the books that we've done include 50 Reasons Jesus Came to Die by John Piper, Fundamentals of the Faith by Grace Community Church, What is a Healthy Church by Mark Dever. We've done Prosperity, Seeking the True Gospel, and this was a great book that warns against the prosperity gospel, which is unfortunately really prevalent in Cambodia. One of my favorite books is a book by A.W. Pink called Attributes of God, which is a great, almost mini systematic theology about who God is. Most famously, we've done Jesus Storybook Bible, which has been such a blessing to Sunday school teachers and children across this country, pointing to Christ all throughout Scripture.
The Khmer language is definitely a difficult language, though anyone learning a foreign language would probably think that of the language they are learning. But I think in my own experience, as we've grown in translation, that one of the key elements for making sure that what we translate is accurate is having a team. If there's just a translator and even one editor, a lot of times the translation either won't be clear to the Cambodians or it will be inaccurate. And so having a larger team, 4 or 5 people, and then plus having a lot of proofreaders to read over the content that we publish has been so essential to making sure that what we translate is not only accurate to the original text, but also that Cambodians understand it. And I think that's been one of the most difficult things, but also one of the greatest joys of being able to have a team working on translation together. That this is a way that we can ensure that the translation that we're doing is clear and accurate.
A typical Cambodian to become a believer, it takes around 5 to 7 years of them just hearing the gospel over and over. So, I mean, sometimes, it gets a bit discouraging when you just plugging along and you don't see much fruit. One, I would say most importantly is prayer. I think if you are praying and committed to praying for us, that's gonna be huge. You're committed to praying for us and praying with us.
Secondly, we'd love to have your financial support if you're able. We'd love to grow our team with editors, translators, so we can produce more of this great gospel content. It's important for us to get new equipment and also to have printing costs covered, and even Bookshare. If you're willing to support, we can actually give out more books to people without any cost. Our hope in the next 5 years is to produce 100 new books, which would really be a miracle from God. So thank you for your prayers and your support.